It's the UK. Can you believe it? It's hotter here than, what was it, Portugal or Spain? Well, it's gorgeous today, and we get out and meet some lovely locations. Got beautiful background trees around us. We're at a village hotel, which has got grills and bars and everything else, plus a full gym there. So this is a great thing to use, and we've found several things that are totally unique to us. We've never filmed before. So stand by, see what we've discovered. I'm Dave, this is Dave Takes It On. So when we're out in the sun, sunning ourselves on days like this, we're always looking for the unusual, the different, something we've not seen before, and here we are. We have our very first hypercharger. Hypercharger, what does that mean? Well, when we look at it, it's not like anything we've seen before. So that gives us a bit of an intrigue. When we have a look at the charger itself, it's CCS2, and then you've got to activate the screen to get it working, and on a day like today we can hardly see anything, and it's advertising press payment method to start charging, direct 54 pence. They've got their passport, which drops it to 40. No, that's unusual. It only shows the direct price, it doesn't show the passport price. Oh, no idea. Oh, and there's the key to all of this. It is a 50 kilowatts, 50. So this is ancient, and it's one of the lower power ones. It's very much neater because there's less power coming out of it. It's a much smaller unit, just two of these, two bays, one cable for each bay, CCS2. Now my car has a beautiful inside to it. It's what they call piano black, and it's a high gloss finish for the inside of the cabin. That's the equivalent of this, and you can see exactly what happens. This sits out in the weather. This is not clean. I don't know if that's a screen of any sort, doesn't appear to be, but that's one of the snags, is you can't actually see very much. To try and read this one, which is a screen, then that one you really have to get up close and shelter yourself. However, again, this is different. This one actually has a contactless terminal on the charger, which most Ionity don't these days. And behind all the muck, we've got an RFID symbol. Now, obviously, there are cards out all over the place. The only one I carry is an Electroverse, which is an RFID, and the Electroverse do work at Ionity. They've also got a couple of stick-ons here, and these are for direct payment. Now, direct payment, in case people don't know about it, if you don't want to use contactless, give all your details and everything else, you can just scan in the code on your smartphone. You can then just press the button and it will take you to a website which is secure. And it's a website for a one-off payment. They do not store your details. So you'll go to a payments page, it will ask you to put in your card details, you enter your card details, press pay, and away you go. But it does not store it. If you are using one of the RFIDs or the Electroverse, those are ones that do store your card, and that makes it easier and quicker to make the payment. But it all comes down to personal choice. So this is rather interesting. It's also very much lighter cables because they're only 50 kilowatt chargers. The cables are very much lighter, so there is a support for them, but I think it's far more decorative than it is functional. So all in all, not seen one before, hypercharger, like it. It's same price as all the other Ionity chargers, so why not use this? If you've got something like one of the new Renault 5s, This is fine. You've got something like a dash of spring. This is way too powerful, but this will do your job because that's 30 kilowatt charging. If you've got something like an Ioniq 6 or a Kia EV6, you don't want to be here. You want to be in one of the more powerful ones, the 350 kilowatt, 1000 volts. The interesting thing on this one, when I looked at the plate on it, this one is voltage between 150 and 1000 volts. So the amazing thing is, if you've got an 800 volt architecture car, you can charge it here and you'll get your full 50 kilowatts. But if you can charge at 800 volts, there are much faster chargers than 50 kilowatts. And most of the Ionity ones are actually 350 kilowatts at 1000 volts. So again, if everything else is full and this is all you've got, you can charge your Ioniq 5 or Kia EV6 here quite happily. You'll only get 50 kilowatts, but an hour in the gym, hour over lunch, it's probably plenty for you. Right, let's go exploring, see what else we can find. You could be absolutely anywhere on a day like this. One of the nicest sites we've come to, yet we're about 400 yards off the M62. So you can hear it possibly in the background, unless we filter that one out. So nice location, good hotel, there's a restaurant, there's a grill, there's also a gym down the bottom. So these are the more familiar chargers we come across. We see them all over. We were in Blackburn recently, we saw these. 350 kilowatts, single bay. And the arrangement here is very different. We have a drive-through style arrangement, although you can charge 4 cars here. So it's a dual purpose. If you've got a caravan and you're towing, you can park here, whichever way suits you, so you can charge without having to unhitch and use the appropriate terminal. So if you're towing this way and you charge your ports on the driver's side, you'd pull up this way, stop here, use this one. If your driver port's on the back, you'd stop there and anyway, you'll soon work it out. Now, there's always a little bit of confusion when you see different things with the same CPO. CPO is charge point operator. In this case, that is Ionity who operate the chargers. We have on this one methods of payment showing here. We have the RFID. You can apply usually to the CPO to get an RFID card. You put your payment details into that and you use that instead of money. So that's one option. On here, you've also got the contactless terminals. Now, we often see these on other Ionity chargers, but they're not operational. And there's a big sign which says contactless not available, and a big board outside saying central contactless payment terminal. So on some of these chargers, these very models, you will find there's one contactless terminal where you enter into it your charger number, this is number 1, and you put your contactless payment in there, then you go to the charger and use it. Others like this one, there isn't a central one, so you use this as a payment method, contactless here as well. Or RFID, which you can use either from Ionity, or some of the Shell ones work as well, or of course Electroverse. We also get charge and pay. Now, this has been advertised before. It's not widely available. It doesn't suit a wide number of cars either. But this is the equivalent of the Tesla or the Fastned auto charge, whereby the charger saves all your details and all you do is come in and plug in, and the car and the charger will communicate, and they know that you're a plug and charge, and they will just authorize the session to go ahead, and away you go. So in that one, you don't need RFID, you don't need anything, you just literally plug your car in. If you want to see that in action, we visited Fastned in Haydock, and there we showed how easy it is, and literally it is drive in, plug in, walk off. That's all you do. No apps, no cards, no nothing. This is the auto charge with Fastned. The computer in the car, computer on the chargers, talk to each other and decide, yeah, we know who you are, we're going to charge you, and we know how to charge you at the end of the session. Plug and charge is Ionity's way of trying to do that. So in one way, if you have too many choices, you can sometimes turn up and not actually know what to do. We met this in Blackburn, where one of the drivers was trying to get his contactless working and nothing was happening, and we just pointed, excuse me, have you noticed? And there's a big board there which says Central Contactless Payment Terminal, and that's the one you use, that one. So I'm sure that driver we spoke to is very grateful for our advice, and I'm sure the next time we went there he had no problem at all. So it's just knowing which is which, and that's why this one's slightly different.
If you guys hadn't come along, I'd still be here now wondering what to do. I might have kicked it by now.
Well, we've helped one viewer anyhow. So they've introduced charge and play. So they're now advertising here different methods. They've done the direct payment method. And again, if anyone wants a recap of that, you scan the QR code, takes you to a safe and secure website. There you have a one-off payment. You put your card details in, doesn't store your details. Payment is made, sends a signal back, and the charger starts working. We're also getting more about the memberships, and we covered the memberships in a separate video. If you want to see that video, we'll leave a link to that one down below as well. But this is where you pay a small amount each month. It ranges from about a £5 up to about a tenner each month, and in return for that month you'll get a discounted price. So the price here, it's advertising at 74 pence with direct payment method, but it advertises memberships from 43 pence. So this is the beauty of a membership, a monthly membership. Although you have to pay a £5 or a tenner to get it started, everything is well, it's heading towards half price, isn't it? So if you're charging just once a month, probably doesn't make a huge amount of sense. You might save a quid. But if you're charging once a week, as a lot of people do, you could save yourself 10, 20, 30 pound a month by using a membership. But a little bit confusing. One very interesting thing, many of you were highly amused when they watched our attempt to charge a Leap motor, a Chinese cheap car, T03, 16 grand's worth of car, brand new, chuck it on your credit card. And we couldn't find a way of stopping the charge. There's nothing on the Tesla chargers to say stop, and we couldn't find anything in the car, so we asked Jonas to have a look, and being young and computer literate, he just found it on a weird screen that we didn't think to look at. Anyway, we were wondering whether we could stop the charge. On this one, there's a stop button, physical stop button. So on this one, whatever happens, you've probably, assuming it works, you've probably got an option at any time to just stop the charge. So that's this one. So we've had a look at that. So again, pick up the video for that, and charge and pay we've covered. So let's have a look at, oh, that's interesting. Here we are, we're in an Ionity charger, 350 kilowatt chargers, and we've got a Qashqai e-power. Now, I'm assuming the e-power means it's a hybrid, because Qashqai, to my knowledge, don't make pure EVs. Nissan don't make Qashqais in pure EVs. So we have parked here a hybrid, in my opinion. And one of the things about hybrid, you can't rapid charge them. They don't take DC charging, they all take AC. And so what you got here, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 chargers, all CCS2 DC. So that car is parked there, it can't charge. And we got, well, once again, parking spaces everywhere. Because it's an electric car, does he think he's got some special privilege? I don't know. Anyway, it just spoils the tone of the place when someone, for some reason, decides to just block a charger. And this is one of the models of chargers that we don't see regularly with Ionity. These are very common with Fastned. We've seen them being used by BP Pulse and also Shell Recharge. So these are dual bay, 200 kilowatts maximum, 2 bays, plug and charge facility once again. But this one, yes, have we got? Yeah, there's a terminal on there for payment, and there's the same adverts for the other services like the membership and the direct pay. So that's a nice charging location with 3 totally different chargers, all different powers, 350, 200 and 50, not 250, 200 and 50, all on the same location. So it gives you a bit more choice. Most people will head straight for the 350s, nothing wrong with that. But if they're full, you've always got a 50 here. So if you've got one of the new Citroen EC3s or the Renault 5, something like that, that's more than enough for you. One piece of advice from experience is that these are not 200 or 300 kilowatt chargers. Neither are the Ionity there, 350 kilowatt chargers. These are what we call dispensers, and they dispense power. They give a stable power output. Usually these are all in DC, direct current, and the power that they put out is dependent on two things. And the first of those is how much power they put into it to be able to allow it to come out. So if you only put 200 kilowatts in, that's all you're going to get. Doesn't matter what the charger is capable of. If you put 200 in, you can only get a maximum of 200 out. And the same with this design. If you have those are capable of 350 kilowatt. But again, if you only put 200 in, you'll only get 200 out. So all of these are controlled by the cabinets. And that's those light grey boxes in the background just behind the MG, which is charging. Those cabinets are what do all the work. They do all the downgrading from 400 to going up to 800 or down to 400, whatever they're doing. They also stabilize the power, protections, protocols, everything, all done in there. And these, to a large extent, are usually just dispensers. This one's different. This is a cabinet and a charger all in one. So you don't have a separate cabinet for it. So this is unusual. That one, which was the 50 kilowatt one, that will have a cabinet which is up there as well. So you need to have a look, and it's usually on the app. Here it's very nicely laid out on the front of the charger, 200 kilowatt on this one. And what that means is, when we were in Bradford at a Fastned site, we saw exactly this charger unit, and they were running at 400 kilowatts. So it's a more powerful charger. And all they do for that is they just put 2 units in the bottom here to take the power, which will come from over there, and they will double it up. So you can put either 1 or 2 charger units inside each of these charger dispensers, and then whatever those are, that's what you'll get. We saw this in Ferrybridge with GridServe, where they run inside just the 1 unit. It's 175 kilowatts, but with GridServe, because they link them, you can actually get a lot more than that. They'll grab from next door if no one's using it. So it's important to check. These are 200, that one down there is 50. Those there are actual 350s. But on a number of occasions I've gone to these, and they've been just a single unit inside the cabinet, and that means they're putting out 175 kilowatts. So don't get caught out. For most of us, once you get above 100 kilowatts, it doesn't matter what you use, because very few of us get anywhere near 350. But if you have got a Ioniq 6, for example, or a Kia EV6, Ioniq 5, those can charge at a much higher rate. You can get, in fact, GridServe, wasn't it, who had one of their 350 kilowatt chargers with a Porsche Taycan, and that topped out at about 325 kilowatts. So if you've got a car that can use it, keep away from these, go for those. Out of choice, if you're running low on power, they're great. That will get you out of trouble. And a lot of people make the big mistake, if you're running low on battery, is to think you've got a charge there. No. Do what I call a splash and dash. Any of these units will chuck in 20, 30, 50 miles in a matter of minutes, literally minutes. All of these units will do it in minutes. So if you're on your way home and you're really running short, and you have got home charging available to you, or you have a cheaper charger nearer your home, then when you're passing here, just come in for 5 minutes. I'll put some of my receipts up on this video. We'll show them alongside it. But I do an awful lot of charges where it's between 2 and 10 minutes. And that's because I'm maybe heading to a destination, maybe a hotel with free charging, or maybe home where I've got cheap home charging, but I can't quite make it. But I won't sit and pay these prices to fill the battery up. That's crazy when I can get home and pay 7p or get to a hotel and charge for free. So all I do is just put just enough to be able to get me from the charger where I'm running low to my destination. And in many cases, it's 5-6 minutes. I've got dozens of them where I just need that little top up. Now, one of the viewers just recently commented they're going to do a whip round for me because we did a supercharger with a Leapmotor T03 ultra budget car, and I was paying for it and I had to put in, we couldn't stop it, and we spent more than £1. So they were talking about either getting crowdfunding up or getting a whip round for me. Places like this, you can do a whip round for me here anytime. There's a fabulous bar, fabulous grill, fabulous restaurant. There's also a gym there. Don't use those that often, but there's so much to do here. This has been a fabulous location, and in weather like this, it's absolutely brilliant. So thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed this, please click the like button. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe. And if you'd like to help the channel support them directly, have a look at our Patreon and our YouTube membership. It starts from just a couple of quid a month, loads and loads of goodies in there for everybody. So thanks for watching. I'm Dave. Want to support the channel, get access to behind the scenes content, that includes channel meetups, join as a member today. Details in the description down below.